My guest today is Mandi Gunsberger, CEO and Managing Editor at Babyology, a lifestyle website that keeps parents up to date with baby-related design. Mandi is a mother of two with a background in marketing, PR and event management, and her blog has been named one of the best in the world by the International Weblog Awards. Welcome to In Her Shoes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
No, it's a pleasure.
Tell me how the business came about.
Well, it originally came about, I suppose, from a personal need. I had a little child. I was big in corporate and all that type of thing, and didn't really know where I wanted to head. And I'm quite an over-researcher anyway. So I'd researched all this stuff. I'd started my own personal blog. Didn't know what pram to get, high chair cot. So put together enormous Excel spreadsheets of everything from around the world, and just decided this information might be useful to other mums and parents out there, prospective parents that were just as overwhelmed as I was. So with that and my blog that I'd already started, we just registered the name Babyology, and it just took off from there, really.
Now, unlike a lot of businesses, you don't actually sell anything.
No.
So tell us your business model.
So the business model is we do editorial on many products throughout the year. Every day we do 3, 4, 5 articles. So we've got professional writers that do all the writing, and we cover everything from travel to arts, fashion. We've got another system on the website called the Chooser, where you can go in and look at prams, cots and high chairs side by side and the big ticket items, and really look at all the specifications and that type of thing. But yeah, it's really diverse. It's for grandparents, it's for aunts, uncles, anyone that's really got an interest in that design side of the baby and kids industry.
So how does the financial side of the business work?
So the financial side is all based on advertising. So pretty much our entire model for now, or for the first few years, has been an advertising model where we rely heavily on newsletters, banner advertising, all that type of thing. We don't ever sell editorial. So in a magazine context, we don't really sell editorial, but we sell advertising on the website. So I've all of a sudden become an online sales expert.
Which is terrific.
Yeah.
Do you ever think, I wish I had a widget to send out the door? I wish I had a physical product.
Oh, sure. You do panic every now and again that, oh God, the bottom could fall out of blogging or this type of website, and then what are you left with? But I think we started early enough, and there weren't that many players in the market when we started anyway, 4.5 years ago, that we've got a big enough following now with over 100,000 unique visitors a month that, we've got a good following of people, and we use that now to try and build other revenue models and do other things that we'll be launching, over the next year or two.
Now, your workforce includes stay-at-home mums, so you have a virtual team.
Yeah.
So what are the considerations when you're managing a team that isn't sitting across the desk from you?
Exactly. Well, that's one of the trickiest things, I have to say. I mean, it's been fantastic, but our whole workforce is distributed. So we've got people in every state, we've got people internationally, and one of the huge things that we hire behind is personality and fitting in with the team, because obviously there's a lot of trust that goes with having a team work from home. There are a lot of processes that go with that as well, because you really can't call a sales meeting. I kind of fly up everyone in Australia once a year to try and have a bit of a meet up, but as far as the New York or the London person, we all deal with each other online the whole time. Yeah.
It's very much a modern business.
Oh, it's very much a modern business, and we also, another thing on that is that we hire people that don't necessarily have the right skill level. I'd much rather hire someone who doesn't necessarily have the skills or not a lot of what we need, but are enthusiastic and will really fit in with the personality of the team, because that's so important. If we have someone that doesn't really meld with everyone else on email, or, it just, they end up not fitting in very well. So we've ended up training a lot of people in high positions now. We've trained them to know the skills and do their jobs really well.
One of the decisions that you made obviously early on is to be very niche in your approach to business, because the baby world, there's a lot of businesses in that area. What do you think the benefits have been for you being a niche business?
Sure. Well, I think, it's very easy to branch out, and we could have by now 3 retail stores and written books and all this sort of stuff. But I think we try and do what we do, and we try and be the best at that rather than branch out. So we really have our finger on the pulse with exactly what we do. We cover all the trade shows worldwide and all that stuff. Plus we have a very, very high level of content, which I know has been great out there, and that helps our following and our advertisers to know that it's really high quality. We've got good writers. We have a sub-editor, so not a word enters the website without it being subbed first, which, a lot of bloggers and a lot of blogs are very much, mummy bloggers, so is the term, and they, blog about their kids or whatever, but it's not necessarily professional writing. So I think that makes a difference, that, grammar, typos, all that stuff, people know that they can find high quality on the website.
Now, you've come from a marketing and PR background, so you obviously brought those skills to the business. What did you find that you had to reach out and go, I don't know how to do this, or I have no experience in that?
Majority of the business. No, any of the tech side of things, obviously. I'm not a tech person, but I've had my husband who is from a tech background, he's computer background, so he's been very involved from the beginning. I mean, he still has a full-time job, so we kind of work on this every night when he gets home from work. But yeah, the whole tech side of things and development and coding with a website and all that type of thing is really not my skill level, or even just the whole world of online sales. I mean, I basically became an ad salesperson for Babyology, and we've only just put on a team of people to do that, but for the first 4 years, I pretty much sold the website. You know, anyone that inquired, it was pretty much me. So I had to learn the terminology and all that stuff, and really, you know, compete against the Fairfaxes and all the big guys out there.
That's wonderful, as far as developing your skills.
Oh, it's been huge learning curve. Would I do it all differently next time? Probably. But, you know, it's been a great learning curve.
In the 4.5 years that you've had the business, what would you say are some of the strategies that have helped you become successful?
Sure. Well, I think one of the things that I would say we use a lot is the cloud-based productivity systems and things like that. So because we are an online business, one thing that's made our business work with our distributor workforce is using a lot of systems that are online. So whether it's CRM, payroll, invoicing, project management, anything like that, it's pretty much all in the cloud, so that anyone at any time can get online. And they're also very reasonably priced compared to buying a lot of software for a small business, which can, you know, cost in the thousands. So that's definitely something I would recommend looking at. Staff is the other thing which I mentioned, that, you know, you've really got to have personalities that work well together in a small business like this. So I think having a team that really works well together is vital to the success of the business. And the other thing that I'm struggling with a bit at the moment, but, you know, we really try and do, is we stick to our core values and where the business is heading. Like we have a structured area where we think we're heading, and my job with my great staff now, they handle day-to-day things, but I do a lot of the partnership meetings and a lot of the sponsorship and who we should be working with. And I think it's very easy to be led down a path because it sounds exciting, but it might not necessarily be where you want your business to head 2 years from now. So that's really hard to kind of focus on, but we try and do that. So yeah.
Great. Well, congratulations, and thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.